Ladies and gentlemen, we are now back, live in effect. Another episode of Eagles Elite Podcast. We're a little bit later than normal, and I am in the witness protection program for this week. But y'all still know it's your boy Cool McCain. I'm doing on the side here by Bitty Boom Designs. And on the bottom, Key in the building. Y'all know what it is. Say, tough week for the squad. Very tough week. I'm not 100%, but we get things done. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, we're going to talk about the state of the Eagles. We're going to review the game from last week. We're going to preview this week's game. And then we're going to pick our player, our elite performance of the week. And then we're going to, after that, of course, we're going to pick our, and there's lots of options for this one, Weakest Linc. So, we're going to get into it. I feel like we need to cleanse ourselves. But before we do that, we got to get that extra bit of heightness. That one little smidgen of turn up. Let's go.
The kick is away, and the kick it's good! And the Eagles win!
It's hard to come to South Philadelphia and leave here with the win. You just don't come to Philadelphia and leave here with the win.
Eagles fans everywhere, this is for you. Let the celebration begin.
All right, so good people. Don't have a diva on this week. We had little technical difficulties with your boy, which caused us to have a little bit later start than normal, but it's all good. First topic. We're going to go with Key first, then Benny Moon. I would like for you to give the people your opinions, your feelings on the state of the Philadelphia Eagles entering week 7.
I mean, of course, it's not where I would like them to be. Am I happy with 4-2? It could be worse, but it also could be better. A lot of things we need to work on. And Cool left us, but it's okay, Benny. We're gonna rock it out. A lot of things we need to work on. As far as moving the ball, I think offensively has been our issue. Again, this reminds me of 2023 all over again. We had the defense. Offensively, we were good. It was just some holes in the defense that we couldn't do. Quinyon Mitchell going down last week was a hurt piece, and then we have the Keely Ringo and Adoree Jackson, who's not the best corners. So, and then Jalen Carter was out. So our run, we couldn't stop the run either. So, I mean, I feel like we should be better than 4-2. I'm okay with 4-2. It's just the execution wise of how we're doing things I don't like. So all this animosity and everything in the locker room, and Kevin Petulio don't know how to do a balanced game. I don't mind if you run, but can it be balanced? I feel like you more pass happy than running. You go away from the run, and then you want to force the ball to AJ. We don't need to be forced. It has to be done naturally. So if you run, set up the passing game, balance. That's going to be the theme this week. Balance. We need to balance. So Minnesota got some playmakers over there. So we just need to balance. I feel like if we do that and have a solid, balanced game plan, and the defense don't give up a lot of points, we were back in a rare form. I mean, last year we lost 2 games, and then look what happened after that Tampa Bay game. We went on a run. So let's see maybe if that happens again. But Benny, what you think?
Well, am I happy? I can't even say I'm happy, but I'm okay where we are. Yes, we could be better. I truly believe we should be better. and we will be better if only if they learn how to. It's not about being on the same page, because when you're in practice, when you're practicing and you're going through whatever way they practice, that's where you get on the same page. Because you take whatever you take from practice and you install into the game. You shouldn't forget what you was doing in practice. What I would like to see, if you're going to throw the ball, it's time to start learning how to do some screen passes. The screen pass to the H-back, running back, whatever you want to call them. I'm old school. I'm so used to saying H-back. That opens up a lot. That makes those defensive linemen have to run sideline. Let them come in. Don't try to throw the screen pass before the linemen get to you. Let them draw them in, then throw that screen. Because now, with the linemen coming in, now they're going to have to run back out and to the side. That tires out the defense. That makes a defensive coordinator adjust or make some type of adjustment and don't know what type of adjustment to make, because you never know when that screen is coming. Stop trying to run up the middle, because the middle, if we are getting pushed back. Our offensive line is getting pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting pushed back too much. And I can't, Cam is he's playing hurt. We don't have Dickerson. Brett Toss, he's not the ideal lineman that we should have on that line right now, but we have no other choice but to put him in there. Who do we have after that can play guard?
Right.
But you said it right. I totally agree with you. It has to be balanced. And the way that you balance it, you don't have to force the ball. But you start doing some screens, run, do the wide zone runs with your running back. Let Lane run out and let them run behind Lane or run behind Malata. Stop trying to run up the middle. But, and we'd be fine. And like I said, I'm not happy of the play, and I'm not mad about where we are. I know we can be better, and we will be better. I believe in this team. I will never stop believing in this team.
My feelings are behind me. So I ain't even got to say nothing about that. This is what I'm going to say about the team. Everybody keeps talking about 2023, but here's the difference. This offense is not good. This defense is not good. This is not 2023. This is 2018. I agree with Seth Jordan 1,000%. Because think about it. In 2023, the offense was getting it done. They were winning games. They were coming back and winning a lot of big games. In 2023, that was happening. 2018, we were just losing. We didn't understand why. We tried bringing in Golden Tate. That didn't really help. The difference is neither side of the ball is playing up to the expectations. There's several reasons for that. I keep reading all these articles about how Ja'Cory Bennett has been a flop. I understand how you can be a flop after 2 games and then you get put on IR for injury. I don't know who that's ever made a flop in any sport in America or around the world, as a matter of fact. So to me, it's a ridiculous statement. But up until now, we've got nothing from our second corner position. We have a possible injured Quinyon Mitchell. He did practice today, but he's got to get through the rest of the week and feel comfortable on the hamstring.
We'll get into that
before we know if he's going to play or not. If he doesn't play, we're going to put out there Keely Ringo and Dory Jackson. If we put Keely Ringo and Dory Jackson against a Dad Blaine middle school team, the team was going to have 200 yards receiving. Those guys, between the two of them, they don't have technique, speed, or just NFL talent. I'm borrowing that from Seth Jordan as well because he said that, and I agree with him. Here's the other reason why we're sitting where we're at right now. I don't even think it's that we brought a coach in from the inside, because Shane Steichen was a guy that came over and never called plays before. We're not bringing guys that know what they're doing. It doesn't matter if you've been calling plays for 1 year or 15. If you don't know what you're doing, you shouldn't be an OC. Kevin Petula does not know what he's doing. So I get that people want to say, oh, all the inside hires are bad. Shane Steichen took us to the Super Bowl, and he was a hire from the staff. He was brought in as the offensive coordinator with Sirianni and started calling plays about after our bye his first year. So it's the quality of the person that we have calling plays. My issue is I don't think we have good quality people doing that. I think Vic Fangio is more hung up on who's playing than what's best for the team at the moment. Because all the reports were he's the reason that CJ was traded in the first place. You don't want to go get CJ, which I think is a ridiculous move. Fine. You need to go out and find some help at the corner position, defensive end position, and another corner. And we can always use some more help at safety. There are positions on this team that were not properly backfilled. Andrew Makuba does not look like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson 2.0. He looked good for about 2 weeks. We didn't really heard much from him since then. This is what happens with rookie players. We need depth. We need leaders. We need veterans. We don't have those guys. We had a veteran defensive end we brought in. He retired. So there's a lot of things that need to happen with this team. Offensively, defensively, scheme-wise, play caller. It's not a coordinator that's going to need to fix this. It's a coach that's competent, trickling it down to them. And it's also the guys on the field getting on the same page, playbook-wise, and saying, I may not agree with what you want to do, but I know what you want to do, so let me adjust to that. That's how you win the NFL. Depth and understanding, acknowledging. When AJ comes out of that break, I want him to go right, but he's going to stutter step and go left every time. So if he's going to stutter step and go left, I got to account for I'm throwing him the ball. You know what I'm saying? Jahan's going to do this. So I'm going to lead Jahan and make sure he's got 3 steps because he's going to step out of bounds if he doesn't have, all those type of things you have to take into account. And as a quarterback, some of this has to fall on the head of Jalen Hurts. I have to say, Jalen, you need to adjust to your receivers. You need to adapt the play calling to what's best for you guys. I'm waiting for that. I feel like we saw that 1 half against the Rams. And after that, he's back to the company guy towing the company guideline. I don't feel like that's what's best for the Eagles. But that's where we're at. Hopefully they've got things together. They supposedly had another meeting with Tula and kind of got some things together. So we'll see how that works out. But before Sunday, Howard, you need to go make sure we got some more corners in here that can actually play on the NFL level. So that's going to be a problem no matter how good the offense is. All right, guys. So just, I feel like we need to put things out there just so people understand, because this has been weird to me because we started off good. We're getting worse. I'm not throwing it a red flag. I'm not saying the season's over, but that's some work that needs to be done. All right, so we're going to go into our updates, and we'll just do it this way this week. I'm going to just let y'all have updates. So we'll just y'all go back and forth, whatever you want to give as an update. Since we started with Keith.
Well,
go ahead, Keith.
We got some people back at practice today. One being Mr. Quinyon Mitchell with the helmet. Landon, and it was somebody else. Crap. I know it was Vickers. Oh, Jalen Carter. So they are back practicing. So let's pray that Quinyon is good for Sunday. So I did see them 3 back. So that's a plus. So roster spots. You know Eli Ricks is like the king of getting released, hired back, getting released, hired back, getting released, hired back. So he was he's gone again. We bring somebody in. I have no clue who he is. Then I've seen 2 more moves for people, so I don't know what Howie's doing, but yeah, Eli Ricks is not on the team no more. But that was like the major update was them 3 are back in practice.
Billy?
Yeah. We all know, everybody should know by now that Smith retired out of nowhere. He says personal reason, but I think it's more to it than that. Key hit it on the nose about key guys coming, practicing today, but they didn't practice. They wasn't Quinyon wasn't a full participant though. He was limited, but he was out there, and that's a good sign. All these roster moves, like getting rid of players, signing players that I never even heard of before. When I saw that, my main thing, I'm looking for something that's going to wow me. Our updates today, this week, didn't wow me, so I stopped listening to those. I just waited to hear from John Clark to see who went to practice and who didn't.
Anything else, Keith?
Yeah, Grant didn't practice. Landon and Quinyon was limited. Zach Bond, Carter, and Jalen Davis, they both were full participants in practice. We signed DN, Titus Leo, and the tight end Jaheim Bell, whoever the hell those guys are. Yeah. So that was really it. I mean, and then we let go of Javon Baker and with SMA, we let him go. So I mean, I guess.
I mean, these are not needle moving moves, but the fact of the matter is, needle moving moves aren't easy to make. There are some guys out there that I think would be better than what we have in free agency, but there are also some guys we could trade for that I think would be even better than that. So I'm sure that Howie's on the phone attempting to work out some trades. Is it going to happen overnight? Absolutely not. Will it happen at all? We don't know. Because to complete a trade, the other team's got to be willing to trade with you as well.
Exactly.
So we'll see how that plays out. There should be some concern. If you don't have any concern, I feel like you're not even paying attention. This is a pivotal game, a pivotal stretch of the season these next 2 weeks. But we'll get more into that as we talk about what happened last week. Now, got a couple of comments here. Lil G Griffith says, my stepmother's birthday is on October 26th. Happy early birthday, stepmother Griffith. Lil G also says, I'm a big fan of Eagles season. Better Eagles kick Vikings butts. Eagles 28, Vikings 20. Also says Eagles need a new offensive coordinator. Says Eagles need a DE and a guard and a cornerback.
I'm not mad at that.
The DE and the cornerback. The guard, I think, is more just getting healthy guys, but it wouldn't hurt to have a swing guard or a swing lineman that can play multiple positions. That's something else I'm saving to talk about here when we get into this Giants game. But before we get into the game, y'all, a couple of things here. All right. Benny, who was your elite performer of the week?
I gotta go with Goddard. You know, he showed out a little bit. You know, didn't get hurt, thank God, because he took some good hits that normally would, you know, make him. Because this is around the time he normally gets hurt. But that is my elite performer.
Who you got?
I mean, I was gonna say Goddard, but I don't know really who else. It seems like everywhere you look, it was Goddard. 9 catches, 110 in the tub. So I mean, I don't really think there was any bright spots, but Goddard. To be honest with you, I mean, AJ and Smitty, they did catch some balls, but I feel like it was just more of Dallas, in my opinion.
I'm gonna go with Jordan Davis. One thing about Jordan Davis is you're getting a high motor guy that's being aggressive, that's getting after the ball, rushing, bull rushing, doing all the things that he can do to help the defense. Of course, when Jalen Carter's not there, it makes a big difference. We saw that, but we still had opportunities. We still had some plays that were made. Some pressure was being put on the quarterback. And a lot of that was due to Jordan Davis. Now, there were a lot of times where the defense looked very slack, but I challenge anyone to point out times where Jordan Davis wasn't going hard. Doesn't always show up on the stat sheet. If you go watch the game, you can see Jordan Davis played a consistently aggressive game and did everything he could to help us win. Unfortunately, it was not enough. But he played his butt off every week.
He's trying to get that bread.
Whatever the reason, he's doing what a lot of guys are not doing in Philly. And that's giving it their all. Game in and game out, whether we winning or losing. All right. Now, this one should be pretty easy for you guys. This one should be pretty easy.
Where do we start? It's a whole bunch of them.
Give me one, please, ma'am.
Mr. Adoree, I can't cover Soul Jackson. Still can't cover. Defense still trash.
Benny?
Keely. That was a dumb. Oh my God. Who let someone catch? How do you let a receiver catch the ball? Even though he fell, but you don't tag him. You let him get up and run 5 more yards.
He got beat by somebody named Lil Jordan Humphreys. Little Jordan. He got beat by somebody named Lil Jordan.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Zach Bond. Zach Bond had the worst game I've seen Zach Bond have as an NFL pro, not just with the Eagles, but as a pro.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. As good as he's been, you give him grace for one, but it was terrible, and it was the wrong night for us to have him have it. All right, Key, I know you got somebody else to talk to us.
I mean Zach Bond. I would say everybody, but I'm not gonna crucify Jalen Hurts for that one interception. Let's just say just the whole offense as a whole, we couldn't score nothing. We couldn't score nothing in the second half. That's where we just couldn't do anything. So we'll go whole offense. Not scoring in the second half when we needed it.
Benny?
Brett talks. He got to pay more attention to detail. Don't know how to pick up a stunt. I mean, of course, that's Brian Burns over there that, but you can't let, you just can't let a defensive lineman bully you like that. And if you know your assignment, if you paid attention in the film room about picking up a stunt, which I don't think I ain't gonna put it all on him. I gotta also put it on his position coaches, teaching him how to pick up stunts. But he's my weakest.
I'm gonna go Kevin Petula. I don't think I need to explain why. It's pretty self-explanatory. And I mean, Key kind of hit on the head. It's really the whole. It was really the whole. Say the whole team, to be honest. All right. Thursday night football. Eagles versus Giants. This is what we're gonna do. I'm not even gonna ask a question. Kim, I'm gonna give you the screen. I'm gonna let you say how you feel. Ben, I'm gonna give you the screen. I'm gonna let you say how you feel. Any thoughts that you have on the Giants game, Eagles Giants game?
Well, I thought in the very beginning, I thought we was going to do something. I was like, okay, Saquon coming out the gate, 2 good runs, and then what happened? We abandoned it. Straight abandoned the run. Scored the 17 points. That was it. We couldn't score nothing else. Goddard with the touchdown. We just couldn't do nothing offensively yet again. I don't know why we just can't play all 4 quarters of the same football, same energy. We just can't score. Nothing's balanced. The defense, the offensive line was getting pushed, getting pushed back. Defense couldn't cover nobody. That's the worst defense I've seen from us so far this year. Zach Bond got ran over by Scatterboo. We all know Keely Ringo didn't even attempt to try to tackle Scatterboo at the 1 yard line. Him and Adoree was getting lit up. Quinyon went down. Carter was out. So, defense had to do what they had to do with the run. Just couldn't stop the run. It's just one of those games. We just feel like we wasn't in that game at all. Majority of our games, we just been stuck in neutral, haven't been doing anything on offense. And we let the other team come back. And then we can't counter them with the offense because we can't score when we needed to. So this was one of our lowest games that I've seen so far from them. Is just performance wise, we was terrible. Execution didn't do none of that. Just seemed like nobody had their head in the game. Jalen had a turnover. I'm not mad at the turnover. It's his first one out of how many games? So I'm not crucifying Jalen, but we do have to hold him accountable at times because he overthrows guys a lot, especially Devontae. He had him wide open and overthrew him. So that should be the word of the day, or a couple words of this week: accountability and balance. So I'm not mad at our position. I'm just mad of how we got here. I don't mind the 4-2. It's just how we lost is the mad, like the upsetting part. So that's all I got to say about the Giants game.
We got punched in the mouth. We come out, we throw a couple of jabs, and we thought it was going to be a cakewalk. They really thought it was going to be a cakewalk because they're playing the Giants. But the Giants came out with more energy than what we had. And there's no excuse because both teams was coming in on of a short week. We was very unprepared. We were very overconfident. And we just got punched in the mouth. We came with a game plan of, okay, let's get these points and then we can cruise. That was the plan. But the Giants' plan was, all right, we're going to punch them in the mouth. And they punched us in the mouth. Key just say accountability. Yes. One person that I hear that took accountability of that Giant game, Vic Fangio. He said he didn't even put his guys in the right. He didn't call the right plays for the guy. I respect that. But I don't see this team with the same fire, the same tenacity that they had last year. It's in them. It was like the Giants versus the Eagles, and we versus the Giants. But accountability, getting back to the basics, learning your assignment, do your job. They wasn't doing their job. Nobody was doing their job.
The injuries on the offense.
And that was a hurt piece for us.
There's one word I'm gonna talk about: execution. Talk about accountability. I don't give a rat's hind parts about somebody getting up on the microphone for the umpteenth thousand week and saying I take full responsibility, I take full accountability. They'll change something, they'll do something different. I don't want to hear that crap no more. What I do want is I want to see you execute on the mother-loving field. This is up here because there's no execution. I can take an L. I've been an Eagles fan my entire life. I think we just started winning, like keeping it above. So there's a lot of years where we didn't win. But it's execution. Offense is execution. Defense is execution. Special teams has been pretty solid. General manager's execution. You're not executing, getting proper players in here in positions that you see you thought you had something at. Like Kenny Ringo or Dory Jackson. And now you see that you don't have anything, so you pivot. You haven't done that. You try to steadfast with guys so you can see her getting dog walked every week. It's not how you win championships, sir. It's not how you win championships. We don't have the same vibes as last year because we don't have the same organization as last year. Heart and soul guys, Brandon Graham, CJ GJ, Darius Slay, all of the places. Quality contributors, right? In the secondary, there's garbage. We're about to be playing one of them this week, Isaiah Rodgers. Not how you continually win championships. And until Howie stops having a good year and then getting too arrogant and then having a mad year like he did in 2018, this is going to be the outcome. Can it be changed? Absolutely. Can it be turned around? 100%. But it's got to start with execution. Plays have to be executed as called. The right set of guys need to be moved into lineup, and guys that don't contribute need to be out of the lineup, off the team. Replace them with someone who can assist. If it's a business, then let's run it like a business. We're here to win. We're not here to sugarcoat. We're not here to just put guys out there because we like them more. Can't get the job done, go sit down or go back to packing groceries or playing in some other league, not the NFL. That's what it is. That's what I don't hear. I don't hear Howie. I don't hear Nick. I don't hear the positional coaches. We're getting beat because we don't have the same want and desire right now. If guys are not going to have the desire and the want and the need, then they don't need to be here. That's what we're missing. All right.
That was a good one.
I mean, I'm just trying to keep it above how I feel about this because I'm tired of watching this. Now, week 7. Minnesota Vikings, Philadelphia Eagles. For those who caught it, Key did a special yesterday where she spoke about the game, her thoughts, and all that good stuff. We're going to do it like we did for the week 6 game. We're going to start with Key, while still fresh as can be in her mind. Your thoughts on this game against the Vikings, what the Eagles need to do to win, and give us a, based on the roster, now get us Wednesday, so hopefully some things will happen. But give us a key player on offense and defense as well from what we have out there now. Key.
Not even gonna hold you. I am nervous. Quignon's limited, so I mean, I believe that in practice. I believe that to start. You can't go out there full force, especially with a hammy. So maybe that that little mini bye did help him out a little bit. Tomorrow's Thursday, then Friday. If he practices full force Friday, he's playing Sunday, and I know he'll probably be on JJ. So that'll ease my brain a little bit. Yeah, we just need to be balanced. We just got to be balanced execution. I say we defensive line got to hit Carson because Carson is going to be starting. It's not going to be JJ. We need to pressure Carson. We already know what Carson is about. We've sacked him a lot of times before he was with Washington. So Vic need to be on his game. We need some pressure on Carson Wentz and on that offensive line is a little nicked up a little bit. So we need to capitalize on that. They got two great outside corners. Two great outside wide receivers. Justin Jefferson, Addison down there. Forget about TJ Hockenson. They have some guys that can contribute. So our corners, our back end need to be on their game and not get beat. Offensively, we need to execute. Jalen needs to hit his throws that he makes on a daily basis with his eyes closed. I don't know why he's overthrowing guys. I already say this. You gotta get Saquon involved. We gotta get the running game more involved. Last year we had a different scheme last year, but I just feel like you're not running the ball at all. This might be Saquon's day to have that breakout game. If everything is good, like the way they say in the locker room, they all on one page. Still the same energy after 2 losses. So we'll see. I am nervous. I'm gonna say I am nervous. But breakouts on either side. It's got to be Saquon on the offense. Defense, there's got to be someone on the front four. I think Brian will have a better game. Carter, hopefully he'll be back. So, gotta be. I'm gonna say Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis is going to be that X factor on the line as well. He's the one that's been playing hard every game. Like you said, the stats don't always show it. The stuff that he doesn't do. So, Jordan Davis. I think the front four will have a breakout game today. Sunday. But I'm still nervous. I'm about 60%. 50 between 50 to 60% is where I'm at right now. So I'm nervous about this game.
Benny?
Nervous is not the word. I'm petrified. And I'm only petrified because even if Cleon play, Addison can kill you too. I have no confidence in Adoree Jackson or Kelee Ringo. But I feel if they can just have some type of heart, build their heart up, their confidence, get some confidence in themselves, and execute whatever Vic sent in, I believe we're going to come out on top. I ain't going to say we're going to blow them out, but it won't be as bad. You won't get toast as bad as I think you will get toast. But I need that front four to start playing nasty. Start, play, gap sound. Let them linebackers, take on the block. Let them linebackers come in and stop the run. That's the key. You got to stop the run. You can't let Aaron Jones run on you. That's my name.
Mason. It's going to be Mason Jones is out.
Oh, crap. But still, can't let that run game get you. Because that run game, it will get you. Get to Carson. 2 good hits, 1 good hit, maybe. You rattle him. You make him nervous sitting in that pocket. Don't let him come out of that pocket because he can kill you. We know. But you got to execute. You got to execute. That's the main thing. You got to stay gap sound and keep that dude in the pocket. If Jefferson kill you, we expect Jefferson to get off if Quinyon don't play. But if Quinyon play, I think he can shut him down.
Short and sweet. Offensive player of the game, offensive player to watch, Jalen Hurts. Defensive player to watch, Jalen Carter. Tell you why. If your quarterback's not hitting, you're not going to win the game. Jalen Carter is the most important defensive piece we have. You got guys getting burnt. Why are they getting burnt? Because besides Jordan Davis, there's not another guy that can consistently bring pressure. Ojomo is good, but he's not a guy that's going to consistently be able to get pressure every play. Carter has to be schemed for. That means you can't scheme for Davis. That means you can't scheme for Ojomo. Him playing and being healthy is a major, major upgrade for this defense. We are what we are on the back end. Quinyon plays or he doesn't play, we are what we are. Hurts is out there executing, using his legs when necessary, throwing the ball, making plays. If he misses a play, sucking it up and making another play happen. We got an opportunity to win this game. We've got to execute. I said it before. To me, play calling, all those things, they are important, but executing. On the field, Jalen Hurts, you're the leader on the field. You're the coach on the field. If you don't see something right, you call something else. You make a play happen. If you call something and it doesn't work, what's going to happen? Nothing. So why all the hesitation? I don't know if it's some backstage politics, whatever's going on. Don't care. What we care about is winning games. And we can get back to that very simply. Execute. If you're giving trash plays, execute to the best of your ability and turn them into something. You know what they say? You get sugar from sugar honey iced tea. It's one of those times. We don't have a lot of young guys on the offense. So there's no excuse, even with a new coordinator, for the offense looking as bad as it's looked. Defensively, we let pieces go because we got arrogant. We felt like we could replace everybody through the draft. We felt like we could let people walk because their value, or trade them because their value wasn't what we thought they were. But guess what? We were wrong. When I say we, I'm talking about Howie Roseman. Things that to be fixed, let's get them fixed. We got to step out there in the field against Minnesota this week, and we got to announce to be back. And Minnesota has to go down. By hook, by crook, by 1 point or 20, Minnesota has to go down to the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL did us a favor last week, and the only team that won was the New York Football Giants, beating us. Everybody else in the division lost. It's not going to happen again this week. We got to take destiny into our own hands and win. No matter who we playing, it matters how we execute. I do believe that. I do believe that's been our biggest problem. Being your key before we get out of here, because like I said, we are late, so it's not going to be as long of a show as we normally get. We're cutting out no frills, no commercial breaks, none of that this week. We just get into the content. Anything else you want to add, Key?
Apparently Howie was trying to re-sign Isaiah Rodgers. It's stated that Isaiah Rodgers and his management didn't give Howie a chance to try to match before he already signed with Minnesota. So we did try to sign him back. So I don't know what it was the issue with Rodgers not trying to hear out Howie, but he was already signed to Minnesota so they're saying that Howie didn't get even a chance to match or, the deal. Because I'm like, we couldn't give Rodgers $16 million.
Let me ask you a quick question. What week are we in?
7.
When did we start hearing this story, supposedly?
Minnesota.
Right. So you know what? In the words of John Cena's old finisher, all y'all Howie hoverers, STFU.
And on top of that, I don't got nothing else.
Anything you want to add, Benny?
Play Philadelphia football. Smash mouth. Confident. Bully ball. Go out there. Show them why we won the chip last year. Show them why we are the elite team we say that we are. That's all I want. That's all I want. I know they can do it. We got the best roster. May not have the best type of coaching, but we have the best roster. Jalen, do your thing, man. That's all I'm asking. Do your thing.
Fair enough. Y'all make sure y'all meet us back here next week. I'll have it a point to have us on time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you have not already. Hit the notification button so you can be advised when we are going live. Hopefully we can come out and get this win. It ain't going to be easy, but we're playing NFL teams. There's nobody left to take for credit. We're getting everybody's best shot with the reigning champs. We got to start giving people our best shot. That being said, hashtag Fly Eagles Fly, hashtag Be Elite. And it's never where you start, good people. It's always where you finish. Go Birds. Next week, we're making things happen. And I want to be talking about a dad blame win. So, hook us up, Philadelphia Eagles. We would greatly appreciate it. We out.